Happy Valentine's Day from 6 ABC. Action News, Delaware Valley's leading news program with Deuces Rogers, meteorologist Cecily Tynan, and Brian Taft.
What a season. What a team. They are the greatest team in modern Eagles history.
This stuff you dream about as a kid, too, so excited to do it, but also excited to be with family and friends and teammates.
This crowd is crazy. This shit electric, man. We out here, man. Hey, go Birds!
I came here, and now I couldn't imagine playing anywhere else.
That I wouldn't come to the Rocky Steps until I won the championship. And now we're here.
Our whole team's full of Philadelphia stories, you know, and I think the players, the staff, we represent what Philadelphia's all about.
It's about us being gritty. We're going to stay gritty. We're going to stay working. I'm going to always be a part of Philly no matter what. You know what I'm saying? And I'm so thankful to have been here, and I love y'all. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagle! Let's go!
You gotta love it. It is Friday night, and the big story on Action News tonight is that big party on the Ben Franklin Parkway as the city of Philadelphia celebrates its Super Bowl champions. This was a day the Eagles and their devoted fans spent the last 7 years waiting to see, and they turned out in force. From South Philadelphia to the steps of the Art Museum, massive crowds lined the parade route to celebrate the Eagles' historic win. We've got live team coverage tonight. We'll check in with Rick, Cecily, and Deuces coming up. They had a front row seat for all of it. Chad Perdelli standing by with the boom for local business tonight. Brianna Gallagher has more on the mass exodus still underway out of the city. And Walter Perez will have the sights and sounds of a special tribute to our quarterback. But let's begin with Action News reporter Caroline Goggin. Caroline, that was a ceremony we will not soon forget.
And Brian, this was a season of football that we will never forget. From Brazil to Bourbon Street to back home on Broad Street. Today, this Philadelphia Eagles team finally got its praise. And so did the fans here in the city who stood by them all season long.
I bleed for this city! Go Eagles!
On the iconic steps of the Philadelphia Museum of Art,
Adrian!
the Eagles ended a memorable parade day with a ceremony fit for the Super Bowl champions.
You know, I told myself that when I got drafted, that I wouldn't come to the Rocky Steps until I won the championship. And now we're here.
Quarterback Jalen Hurts was one of the many players to address this massive crowd. The players thanked team leadership, owner Jeffrey Lurie, GM Howie Roseman, and head coach Nick Sirianni.
We can't be great without the greatness of others, and that certainly applies to our fans.
Eagles fans also got their flowers. One in particular, Ryan Quigley, a survivor of the New Orleans terror attack, joined Saquon Barkley at the podium.
Philly, I want to say thank you so much for the love and support that you guys showed to me and my family.
Offensive lineman Jordan Mailata did one of the things he does best. He serenaded the crowd with his smooth voice.
We are the champions, my friend. There we go, come on!
The afternoon ended with a message from Eagles veteran Brandon Graham, a huge part of the heart of this team, whose future with the organization remains uncertain.
I'm so thankful to be here, so thankful that I've been a part of this organization because y'all have molded me into the man that I am today.
So will BG officially retire? We'll have to wait and see about that. What we do know is that Eagles owner Jeffrey Lurie ended his remarks at the podium today by addressing the crowd, saying, "We brought you home a second championship. Now, let's go for 3." We are live tonight in Center City. I'm Caroline Goggin, Channel 6 Action News. Brian?
All right, no complaints there, Caroline. Thank you. Let's bring in my colleagues, Rick, Cecily, and Deuces, who spent the day there at Aikens Oval. You guys were right there from beginning to end, witnessing all of the excitement, and what a day it was.
Absolutely, Brian. You know, of course, Aikens Oval and the Art Museum has been the backdrop for many of a parade celebration, most of them Thanksgiving Day parades, of course. But today's party on the Parkway had to be the biggest and best bash the city ever hosted. Hundreds of thousands of people from here all the way to City Hall just crowding in a sea of green here to celebrate their Super Bowl champions today.
It really was amazing. This is the exact same place we were back in 2018. And I tell you, this seemed to be be about 10 times as big as back then. People came here early in the morning. Some came here last night. They camped out. Everyone was happy. They're chanting. They're throwing footballs. They're throwing beers. And it was really just a huge party in the Parkway.
And one of the themes that you heard throughout all the player speeches and Coach Sirianni's speech is that you can't be great without the greatness of others. And this team showed that they rely on each other throughout the season, through the good times and the bad times. And it was something that Coach Sirianni preached starting in OTAs back in May, that this was going to be a brotherhood, going to be a family. And so a lot of these guys, they got closer. And one thing that we heard today and we heard the week leading up to the Super Bowl is that when you have those relationships with each other, you pull for your teammate that much harder, and you know he's going to do the same for you. And we saw that on Sunday, and we saw that out here today.
Yeah, it's so many wonderful speeches, you know, from Jalen Hurts, who talked about this being a personal victory for him and not wanting to go to the Rocky Steps until they won a Super Bowl, to, you know, we saw A.J. Brown, to even some of the veteran players, all of them just sharing their personal experiences and wanting to celebrate with the fans here at Aikens Oval today.
And Brandon Graham thanking his family members, significant others, thanking God. I think we all left here today feeling a little bit better about ourselves and about the city.
Yeah.
It was a fantastic day.
I feel a lot better about you and Deuces, quite frankly, just being here all day. So
we spent a lot of time with
nice.
you.
Yes.
Worse about your singing.
Rick Cecily, I'm Deuces. Brian, back to you.
Bye, Brian.
A pleasure spending the day with you guys through the television screen. Thank you so much. A bird's eye look now from Chopper 6 at this hour. Early estimates are that about 1 million people witnessed the parade in person today. That means a whole lot of people trying to get back home right now. As you can see from above, we are still seeing some traffic and pedestrian traffic, crowds at train stations, including right there at 30th Street Station. That is where we find Brianna Gallagher on the ground tonight. Brianna, what's the situation right now?
Hey, Brian, that's right. As you mentioned, we are outside of 30th Street Station, and take a look behind me. Lines really are diminishing. It is an entirely different scene than what we saw here an hour ago. So if you're one of those folks who were kind of waiting it out in the city, following the parade, just, you know, trying to let the traffic subside before heading to the 30th Street Station, now's the time that you might want to get here.
See this line?
It's probably been like 40 minutes.
Hour and a half, nearly 2 hours.
After thousands of Eagles fans enjoyed the championship parade.
I was at the parade. It was real lit. It was worth the trip. I took off from work for this. I drove home from West Virginia for this. It was so worth it. Go Birds!
Some may be having a little too much fun.
Riding the train, it was fun. I mean, I seen a lot of people on there. They were cheering the Birds. We were singing the Eagles, and you know the vibes. E-L-G-S-E-S, Eagles!
The trek home is now underway. 30th Street Station is packed.
Septa did a great job down in Bryn Mawr today. Doing a great job so far now. It's just a lot of people and not a lot of trains, but we expected that. That's what we signed up for.
They were shocked when they arrived to lines that wrapped around 30th Street Station and made people even question if it was worth waiting for a train.
That's a line of 3 hours worth of a wait that we are contemplating not even getting in right now.
We're talking to you. We're letting more people get in front of us. This is crazy.
Hopefully those ladies made it home by now, but hey, if you are waiting around, head here now. This is the time. The lines really aren't too bad. Once again, they are only operating outbound trains, and you must have purchased a ticket ahead of time. We're live here at 30th Street Station. Brianna Gallagher, Channel 6 Action News. Brian.
Okay, Brianna, thank you. Meanwhile, bars and restaurants are cashing in on today's Super Bowl celebration. Many of them opened early to welcome fans before, during, and yes, now after the parade. Action News reporter Chad Perdelli live in South Philadelphia tonight. Chad, from the parade to Valentine's Day, it just doesn't get busier than this right now.
Yeah, Brian, as you know, foot traffic is good for business. And when your foot traffic is roughly or an estimated 1 million people, well, business is going to be banging. And that was certainly the case for those that were open. As the crowds decked in Eagles green streamed towards Broad Street before sunrise, businesses like the Broad Street Diner made their own green.
Oh my God, it was beautiful. Everybody came together. We were just so excited about, you know, like the parade, everybody coming in. It was just all good vibes.
Inside Solar Myth Bar, patrons settled up early and foot traffic was bustling.
Just back, like everyone was, you know, coming in, buying beers. We were throwing beers at the floats and all that. It was great, you know. Everybody was having a good time. Nobody was starting trouble.
Zay Martin decided to cash in on the crowds, setting up a grill stand and serving up burgers and dogs.
It was about 4 hours, and then the parade came. It was like to capacity. Then we stopped and chilled for a minute, cut the propane off, made it a little safer for people.
Shakir Khan parked his food truck just off Broad in Washington, and the parade garnered big bucks.
It's pretty good today. Yeah, we are really happy today.
Made a few dollars?
More.
Little Vienna Trivarelli wanted to set up her lemonade stand, but she and Mom decided against it. And it seems most people along Broad wanted beer and booze. But you decided not to open up today?
Yeah,
Why?
because it was too crowded.
Crowds were too much. Couldn't sell any lemonade, huh?
Yeah,
What about it was too cold?
yeah, that too.
Good day all in all?
Oh yeah, it was great. It was the best day in Philly ever.
And while those businesses that were open did well, there were many along Broad Street that didn't open, like Target, and decided to sit this one out. I'm live in South Philadelphia. Chad Pordelli, Channel 6, Action News. Brian?
All right, Chad, thank you so much. Well, from the local to state level, law enforcement made sure fans celebrated safely out there on the parade route. Officers did respond to a shooting at 23rd and the Parkway today. Officials say 2 women were injured following a dispute over porta potties. Both victims were shot in the leg and taken to Presbyterian Hospital. They're expected to be okay. Officers also quickly moved in after barricades were breached by crowds at Logan Square. Still ahead here on Action News tonight, feeling the love at Love Park. Ahead, the story behind the newest addition to that Center City statue. Brittany.
And I know many were loving the sunshine, but tomorrow some will be dealing with snow before a steady rainfall, Brian.
All right, all that and much more when Action News continues right here on a Victory Friday night.